Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys. My name is Joseph. Today I want to do another Sabaton reaction, specifically to the song Stalingrad, which is going to be an epic song. It was an epic battle during World War II. I said I wanted to check out more Russian-themed battles. You guys recommended me this one particularly highly. I found out Moscow of Defense was actually Radio Tapok's original song in the style of Sabaton. So it's like, I've gotten to know so much more history about Sabaton, but this one's going to be an epic one to check out and see how it's going to go. Let's get into it right away. Anybody who's been on this channel already knows I'm really enjoying everything I hear from Sabaton. It might be one of the few bands that I can count on my hand where I basically have zero criticisms to say. I'm just genuinely enjoying the music. Without any further ado, let's get right into it, see what we got. I like that beginning already with the drums and the chugging guitar and that kind of keyboard that's going to come in right now. So far, on point.
Fresh from Moscow, overload I came to comrades' aid. Sitting in despair, almost crushed by the furious army. Oh, it's cold out of hell.
This is a different style of Sabaton song that I'm used to. I'm used to these like kind of big, epic, and this has a more of a power metal-ish sound to it that I don't typically hear from this band. And I'm really liking the approach right now from the song that I'm getting. Lyrics I'm getting, sort of, I'm able to hear here and there, and I'm so far loving it. You can tell though this is an earlier album from Sabaton. It looks like their sound has progressed into what becomes the quintessential Sabaton sound, but this more sounds like a 2000 power symphonic metal band done extremely well, but it has that more familiar sound with other bands. And I think as Sabaton kind of grew in popularity, they honed in on this very specific sound that's to them, with Jokheim's kind of keyboards and vocals, and they're very kind of epic. I would say the main word I would describe them is epic feel to their music. Not what I expected. I like this song, but how big of a battle Stalingrad was, I would expect to be an epic song, and it's not. It's more of a feeling and a kind of a story that they're telling, rather than this big epic feeling. I have to say, when I heard Defense of Moscow, I was really impressed by the lyrics. And then I kind of heard the Russian song and I realized it came from the Russian song. Because there was an automatic deep understanding of the Russian people, especially during that war, and how they feel. If you ever talk to a veteran, if you ever talk to somebody who was a kid during the war, or even my parents who weren't even close to near the war when they were born, like in the 60s, they still had the same understanding of their country and their motherland and what people had to go through. And you felt that in the lyrics, despite how young Radio Tapok is. So it was kind of interesting to hear there. Where here, I'm not getting that same feeling because usually their lyrics are very kind of grand, like Bismarck, fantastic song. And basically every other song, Night Witches was another one, really good one. I gotta rewind that. That drumming part into that guitar riff, oh, it's so good. I need to rewind that a little bit. I like this different style from them. I think it matches them very well. They do it very well. It's because I feel like their recent Sabaton is more of this grand, like I said, grand feel, which sometimes puts the guitars on a back burner, and the drums they don't showcase their guitar and drumming skills as much in the service of the song. That's what it kind of feels like. Where here, it's kind of front and center, and it gives it a nice vibrancy that you don't get in the new music. So I think you get kind of, as a fan of Sabaton, these both different worlds that you can go back to and enjoy, which I think is really cool. Oh man, the drums. I would even argue their songwriting here is a lot more complex from what I've heard from their previous. Like the other songs I've heard so far have been really catchy and memorable automatically, but there's a certain level of complexity that I hear in this particular song that I haven't heard so far from any other Sabaton song that I think is just wonderful. And the song is gonna keep going. Oh my god, this is good. This has to be my favorite song that I heard from them. Hands down. I might get like this kind of a hyped up feeling from Bismarck. And I think that was my second favorite song after this. But man, this like the way the song is written, how many different progressions that are going on in here, and the solos and the keyboard solo, it's very rich, very dense song full of things for you to come back and re-listen to. That was a fantastic song. I don't have a single bad thing to say about it. It sounds like what Rearmed. I'm guessing it's a remastered version of it, so I'm getting the good version where I'm hearing every instrument really clearly. I have zero bad things to say. I think it's a fantastic song, fantastic power metal sound that's rivaled by very few, in my opinion. I think Sabaton is one of those bands that definitely deserves every single piece of praise I've ever gotten. Because I've enjoyed them from the first moment that I saw them. I didn't know them at an Iced Earth concert. I went to see them, I believe, in the 2010, 2012, maybe. And I went to see them, absolutely blown away. I couldn't believe what I saw and how good it was. They were better than Iced Earth. And the second time I saw them, they were absolutely fantastic. It's just they were made for the stage, I think. And I'll leave it with that. Guys, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. You stay safe, keep it metal, and most of all, enjoy your new year. Take care, guys.